Welcome to St. Mary's Cathedral in Wurzen, one of the oldest church buildings in Saxony. The cathedral was built between 1112 and 1114 and was consecrated on August 16, 1114 by Bishop Herwig of Meißen. Originally erected as the Church of St. Mary, it is now part of the Evangelical Lutheran Church. Over the centuries, the cathedral underwent several expansions. Following a major fire in 1470, large sections had to be rebuilt. This resulted in a structure that today combines Romanesque, late Gothic, Baroque, and Neon-Gothic styles. The architecture also changed over time. Historical depictions show the pointed tower, whereas its current appearance is defined by large windows and later modifications. It is particularly noteworthy that the cathedral predates St. Thomas Church in Leipzig. Despite the destruction it has endured, originally structural elements and figures dating back over 900 years have been preserved in the entrance area. Inside, valuable historical furnishings and the impressive organ.
Standing right here, you see the Ringelnatz house at Krostiger 14. This is the birthplace of the famous German poet and writer Joachim Ringelnatz. He was born here as Hans Gustav Bötticher on August 7th in 1883 and spent his first 5 years in this very building before his family moved to Leipzig. The house was built in 1687 and is the only Baroque townhouse left in Wurzen. Its history goes back to the 15th century. And all over the years it changed to a simpler neoclassical style. In 1983, for the 100th birthday of Ringelnatz, the city of Wurzen bought the restored building and turned it into a museum about his life and work. Also, a memorial tablet has been on the house since 1945. After a big renovation, the Ringelnatz house reopened in 2023, and today it welcomes visitors from all over the world and stands as a lasting monument to one of Germany's most original writers.
Welcome to Wurzen's historic old town, where centuries of history have left their mark on every corner. The historical old town of Wurzen is now a monument protection area and was developed between the 13th and 19th centuries. In the old town there are many different monuments, for example the former brewery house on the east side of the market square. Its beer was already highly valued in the 15th century and constituted an important source of revenue. Beer production was not discontinued until 1960. The demolition of the building in 1993 brought this long-standing tradition to a definitive end. On the southern side of the marketplace stands the whole town, which has been there for over 800 years. It burned down several times during that period because of major city fires. Until 1922, the city administration was based there, but today it houses the library. The Ringelnatz fountain at the western side of the market square was built in 1983. For the 100th birthday of the poet Joachim Ringelnatz. It was created by Dieter Dietze and Hartmut Klopsch. The 3.9-meter tall though fountain remains a landmark of the market square to this day. Two more monuments that take visitors back in time are the inns Der Goldene Adler and Der Goldene Löwe. It is said that prominent figures of the past once stayed there. Today, one of the half of the former Goldene Adler is used as the Ringelnatz bookstore, while the other half has continued the innkeeping tradition since 1990.
The castle in Wurzen, one of the most famous sites in the city, but many don't know its history behind it, and that's what we're gonna look at today. It's built by Bishop Johann VI between 1491 and 1497. 1631, both towers caught fire and suffered severe damage. From 1818 until the political change in Germany, it belonged to the local court. After that, a family bought it for personal use and renovated it. The architecture is special because the building style combines elements from the Renaissance and Baroque period. It's located on a calm spot at the edge of the city and it's surrounded by an empty moat. In general, there are 6,600 square kilometers of land and 3,300 square kilometers of room and buildings. Beneath the castle are over 40 network cell valves. Right next to it is the Wurzen Cathedral. The old bishop's symbol can still be seen on the castle today. Through the old Gothic build style, it's also called the little brother of the Albrechtsburg and Meissen from an architectural point of view.
The mill towers of Wurzen are among the city's most famous landmarks. They were designed by architect Max Fricke and built using reinforced concrete, which was very modern at that time. The two towers are about 110 meters long and up to 67 meters high. Because of their unique parallel design, they have shaped Wurzen's skyline for decades. The history of the mills goes back to the 15th century, when they were owned by bishops. In the 19th century, Johann Friedrich Kriech bought the site and transferred it into an industrial complex. It first operated as a bread factory and was later converted into a biscuit factory. Throughout its history, the factory suffered several major fires, including one in 1997. After extensive reconstruction, it reopened in 1998. Today, the mill towers are not only an important part of Wurzen's industrial heritage, but also a symbol of the city's resilience and development.
Did you know that a tree planted when the park opened in 1879 is still standing in Wurzen City Park today? Wurzen City Park is a historic park covering around 16 hectares in the northern part of the city. The idea for the park dates back to 1873, when local residents wanted to create a place for relaxation, walking and leisure activities. The first tree was eventually planted on October 12, 1879. Today, visitors can enjoy spacious green lawns, a pond with fountain and an impressive collection of mature trees. Some of these trees reach heights of up to 12 meters. Particularly noteworthy are the historic rubble stone tower built in 1888 and an artificial grotto. For families, the park offers two playgrounds, tennis facilities and a restaurant called Parkhütte. In addition, events such as the Wurzen Park Festival are held here regularly. Several monuments and a cemetery of honor for fallen soldiers also reflect the city's rich history. Since 2018, the park has been undergoing gradual restoration in order to recreate its historic appearance around the year 1900. Today, it's not only a popular place for recreation, but also an important part of Wurzen's cultural heritage.
Welcome to Wenceslas Church in Wurzen. The church was built as early as the 13th century and continues to dominate the cityscape to this day. After several fires, including one in 1637, it was rebuilt as a three-nave church. The 52-meter high tower is particularly well known. Until 1911, it housed the tower keeper's apartment, the highest apartment in the city. The tower keepers and their families lived here and were responsible for striking the hours and keeping watch for fires. From here, they kept watch over the city and alerted the fire department in case of an emergency.
Today, 154 steps lead up to the tower, offering an impressive view over the rooftops of Wurzen. In 2019, the church received new bronze bells. However, the old steel bells were not scrapped. Instead, they continued to ring every year on April 24 as bells of peace. The historic organ is currently being restored and is expected to resound in full glory once again soon.
Welcome to the Wurzen Museum, one of the most beautiful buildings in town. Founded in 1927, its first exhibition focused on industrialization. After World War II, the museum moved to its current location at Domplatz 2 in 1946. This was made possible by Hermann Ilgen, who provided financial support for the purchase of the building. From 1995 to 1998, the building underwent renovation.
Today, the museum focuses entirely on the history of Wurzen and its surrounding area. Through everyday objects, works of art, documents, and personal stories, visitors can immerse themselves in the past. The permanent exhibition spans 3 floors and offers insights into the city's eventful history. Notable exhibits include medieval manuscripts, memorials related to Joachim Ringelnatz, a historic plague card, a statue of Saint Barbara, an arrow carver's workshop, and a cup from which Napoleon is said to have once drunk from. The historic arcaded courtyard, now a venue for concerts and cultural events, is also part of the museum.
In recent years, the museum has also hosted special collaborations, including the 12th Politik im Freien Theater Fest and also AI exhibition created by Class 6A Gymnasium Wurzen in 2024, together with the Ringelnatz birthplace.